What's up, y'all? Back with another video.
Hello.
Vlogging today. Today is a chill day. It's cloudy. It finally rained yesterday.
It's gonna rain all day today.
Oof. Bruh, if y'all know about that North Carolina heat wave.
Even what we're learning, first of all.
Extremely hot. So we are just grateful to have some AC. Our AC went out. We've been without AC for almost a week.
It was as hot as chicken grease. Oh my gosh.
Okay. But we're back. We got some major updates. We found out that we are moving. The Lord called and said, "It's about
Get up out of here.
Get up out of here." So we don't know where we're going yet, but we do know that we are ending our. Yeah, he must have called her too. We don't know where we're going yet, but we definitely know that we are going somewhere. We have a few ideas. We're definitely going to bring y'all along the journey. We're doing a little bit of organizing, a little bit of packing, a little bit of cleaning, a little bit of eating.
Yeah.
A little bit of a little bit. I had to take the camera off this tripod. That joint was heavy. So we are about to show you guys the garage. We never really showed our house, but I guess now's the time to do it since we're leaving. Maybe. No.
Yeah, better not show up. I know it's a lot going on in here, but to our defense, aside of the moving and packing, we were reorganizing, okay? So this is just what we've got going on right now. Reorganizing. Because if y'all didn't know, 3-some weeks ago, we cleaned the garage.
I'm gonna actually flash that video. I feel like I literally talked about moving before
In the
we
video?
yes.
Yeah.
Every time we start to invest in our home, start putting decorations up, adding our little flavor to it, we end up having to move. So I'm scared to put a picture on the wall. Maybe we just knew.
Part of us packing, we were able to really organize a lot of our stuff. Clothes, going through old clothes from the winter to the old summers to the old falls.
This is a donation here, right?
Yes, those are all donations.
Okay.
Like as we were going through our clothes and as we were getting rid of like the baby's clothes and all those things, me and Robert had a moment of like, we are no longer these people who used to wear these clothes. Like we are now a whole different.
Whose stuff is this? Like, have you ever had like so much stuff, or you ever been like in a transition period where you like come and look at all your old stuff and it's like, whose stuff is this? Like, it's like you're living in somebody else's house.
Ooh.
Like that's how it felt, literally.
So we got rid of a lot of our old clothes and I'm so excited to see what our new style looks like.
Yes.
Especially wherever we decide to move to. You know, we might do like an East Coast vibe. We might do a Southern vibe. We might do a West Coast vibe. Like, you know, we don't know.
So we are really grateful, one, for this like transition that God has had us in over the last year pretty much in Charlotte. And we knew that like through the wilderness season that a lot of fruit would be produced. We knew that we would change a lot, but I guess we didn't put two and two together that the change would require an environment change. Because we realized that every decision that we had made up until this point was based on one type of mindset. It was based on how we thought, how we did things, how we perceived the world, God, like how we thought about money, like all of that. So now that our heart has been made new, our entire being is new, it's like, would you choose to live the same place based on your new mindset? Would you choose to hang out with the same people based on your new mindset? Like things just change. We're just experiencing that change.
Yeah, I think that's the important thing when it comes to intentionally thinking.
Yeah. When you don't know who God is and you don't know who you are, it's easy to make decisions, you know, revolving your ecosystem from a place of lack, from I see what I can see. I see the resources I have, and I'm going to move based on this. And you're so limited with that. That's why the Bible says in so many different places and different ways, like lean not onto your own understanding, because we don't know what's coming around the corner. We don't know what God could open up tomorrow, the next day, what he has for us. And when you make decisions from what you can see, you limit yourself. So not to say that Charlotte was a limit for us or this where we are, this area. Not to say it was limiting, but we definitely are being more intentional with our decision making. So, our next place, we're definitely being just mindful to not put limits on ourselves, like not to put limits on what God can do, what he's doing. Because like I can look at our bank account now, I can see what we can afford now, but then you make a decision based on now, and then 2 months later, God turn you up. He triple your income. He has so much for you. And now you're looking around. You're like, why did I choose here? Or why am I here? Like, this doesn't even make sense. Like, God, like, why do you hold me back? Even with jobs, like we choose jobs out of desperation because we're just, sometimes like situations are like, yo, I got to get money, like I do need it. So not to disregard that, but oftentimes when we choose, I know in my career, I chose a lot of just different places and jobs just because it's like, I just want a job. Like I need a job. I was putting extra pressure, and you get in that job and you realize like, yo, I'm so much bigger than this job. I got so much more potential. Like, why am I in this role? And if you would have just waited and yielded to what God was doing, then he could have maybe put you in a leadership position. He could have maybe put you somewhere that stretched you, somewhere that you didn't feel like you were qualified for. But his plan wasn't to move you just to the next step. He was trying to stretch you into the next 3, 4, 5. He wanted that next decision to have room for you to grow into. Our next place, our next destination, I'm putting no limits. I'm not considering anything that I see. I'm excited. I'm definitely excited. This is good. Even how we're talking, we were not thinking this way when we moved to Charlotte and we're leaving Philly. So we've just evolved so much. We've grown so much, and it's just good to kind of step into this next season. So yeah, well, we got a garage that we gotta need to organize. To organize a little bit. This is all of our equipment, most of our equipment that we use. So we kind of bagged all of this up and got it out the way while we were packing. So pretty much we just use a bunch of C-stands. This is our light. We have a bunch of C-stands. So the C-stands are what we use to get like those over the top shots, like when we're cooking, when we're like highlighting a product on a desk. So we kind of just use C-stands for that. They also hold our light. So we have 3 of them. We keep 2 downstairs, so 1 to hold the light, and then 1 for our overhead shot, and then our other C-stand will stay upstairs. And then we have just a bunch of different tripods that help us get our shots. We do have 2 cameras, so we do that. If you're curious about the light that we use, here it is. It's the Amaran 100 XS. So it's perfect for our needs. If you're interested and kind of getting a similar setup, this is kind of some of the stuff that we use. My biggest recommendation is just like take your time and get the quality stuff. I used to be the person that brought cheap tripods and cheap equipment all the time just because it's like, yo, it's what I had. And we kind of talked about that earlier outside. Game changed for me when I just invested and got the top of the line product, especially when it comes to these C-stands, equipment, tripods, mics. You really get what you pay for in this environment. Now, I'm always a guy who will go to Goodwill and try to find, a good bargain. So I'm not the guy that says go top of the line everywhere. But when it comes to equipment, I got stuff here. I got stuff like audio, mics, stuff that I've had for like 10 years. Just because I just made that one good purchase. That would be my recommendation. Better to just wait and not have it and get what you need than double buy. So don't do it. Buy once, cry once. Right?
Who told you that? Your mama?
Yep.
That was funny.
But yeah, we about to set this up and put the rest in storage so we can have a minimal setup. up, y'all? It is like 3 o'clock. We about to have a late lunch. I got lost in some editing. About to make some lunch. Taylor's actually gonna warm up some seafood that we had last night. I'm gonna make me a chopped cheese. So I've been kind of feeling them lately. And it's just like, it's just ground beef. Get you some nice bread, cheese. Like, it's just something quick, simple. You know what I mean? So pretty much wrapping up our day now. Probably gonna mess with that room upstairs, so we'll take you guys up there where we got all of our boxes at, where we're kind of like putting all the stuff that we're not using. Kind of a lot of stuff that we're just trying to throw away or just deal with right now. We have been locked in on content. Us packing, you know, 2 months, 3 months before we move is just, it's helpful. It allows us to kind of take our time, really thoroughly go through stuff, clean stuff, just do what we gotta do instead of, you know, the last couple of weeks before we move and it's like straight up throwing things in boxes and then figure it out when we get there. It's like, I do not like moving like that. I am very much a pack 6 months before you do, you know, before you gotta move type of individual. That's just me. I got some PTSD. When I was growing up, my dad used to actually help a lot of our community and neighbors because he had a pickup truck, so he used to help people move all the time. I remember vividly like some of those moving situations. People like got trash bags of clothes, they're ripping, it's all on the floor, they're just like throwing stuff in boxes and cases just as you, bruh, that traumatized me as a kid. So every time I've moved from like LA to Indy to Philly, like everywhere I've moved, I've always had my stuff packed like 2-3 months in advance to where I'm just only operating off of like my necessities. And I don't know, it just makes things easier. Plus I think it's a mentality thing of like, I know I gotta move. I'm so focused on my next destination. I'm so focused on this transition. Anyway, I'm about to cook up the chopped cheese and let's get to it.
Welcome to my crib. No, but on a serious note though, y'all, this is the current room of where we've moved pretty much all of our boxes that are upstairs of the things that we're not using. This is just what we have so far, and honestly, seeing this, it just continues to keep us in like a ready to go mode. Like we are ready to go. All we need is the tape. All we need is the location, Lord. Like where are we going? We waiting on you. We went through a lot of the stuff and we got rid of a lot of old stuff. So it just, I can't believe how much we've downsized. Like this is quite literally everything upstairs, excluding 3 totes of clothes and our bathroom things that we're still using. It's crazy. And it also feels so good to just see it. We're minimalists. Can you say that?
I mean, I guess you could call us minimalist. We don't have an excess amount of stuff. Like we've over the years, we've definitely trimmed down the fat.
And I will say a lot of that stemmed from my childhood. Like my mom, if you're watching this, you look at your pantry right now. You know you can do a little something up in there, but I just could not have a home filled with unnecessary things that we're just not using, things that we're just stacking on top of each other. I'm already a hoarder at heart. So let me just actually
there goes some honesty. Yeah, look, hey. I grew up, my mom used to come in our room and empty out all the drawers, dump everything, closets, everything, and put it all in the middle of the floor and say, deal with it. So after so many years of that, you just start throwing stuff. So after a while, when she would come in there, it wasn't much to throw in the middle of the room.
So funny.
But yeah, we're good.
I mean, even with the girls' toys, y'all.
Yes, we threw a lot of toys away.
We threw a lot of the girls' toys away. So these are the only toys that they have left. And it's okay. Like, we've learned that Emery is either too young for toys or too old for toys. And so...
And Amora, She just wants to chew on everything.
She just wants to be a taste tester toy. So it just, again, feels so good. All that weight is just, it just won't feel like a big burden or a hassle come move day.
Compound joint. We didn't put too many holes in the walls here. Just like our 2 TVs and then like the cameras and
the Dyson.
Yeah, where we mounted the back. We love to leave things how we found it. We are big advocates on that. Yes. I am big on like finishing a season, finishing a moment, a home, and doing it right, because you do not want to take your dirty baggage into the next place, because it always comes back around. We make sure that we paint, we leave the house exactly, even if it costs extra, even if we go above and beyond.
We will buy that quart of paint.
Yeah, we're gonna buy that paint to make sure we touch all walls, all scuffs, everything. Not just for the deposit's sake, but it's just like the Lord is watching, and we want him to know that we stewarded our place to maximum ability. So tip, get these yellow totes, bro. These yellow totes are dope. Y'all, what y'all don't want to do is have everything in these little cardboard boxes that be busting open, especially like the heavy stuff, like your clothes, hangers, stuff that's gonna like, as soon as you pick it up, it's gonna be, so like, actually when we were in Philly, we brought like 15 to 20 of these.
Not really good.
It stacked up. We didn't do it all at once. We just incrementally brought as we were moving over the 3 months. Because we pack in advance, and they have traveled with us, so now we just keep them in our garage, which y'all saw earlier, and we put all the heavy duty stuff, the stuff that's gonna be bulky, that's probably gonna bust through a box. We keep them, and they're stackable, they look good, they're clean cut. So
is it giving promo sponsor?
Right. What are these? Oh, yeah, Home Depot, man. We didn't spend a lot of... Look, we ain't even homeowners.
Okay.
And we didn't ran through a bag.
At Home Depot.
Okay. We'll probably see y'all in the next video. You know what I'm saying? We'll see y'all in the next video.
Yeah.
Just consider this part 1 of our moving series. All right?
Are we starting it?
How we got a moving series and we don't know where we going?
Okay, we're starting it. So part 1 of the moving series. Well, you called it.
We'll see y'all.
We'll see you. Peace.